So Joe, we're here on the eve of the big fight, the heavyweight showdown, Usyk v Joshua. What's your thoughts and predictions for the fight?
It's fairly clear in my mind. Alexander Usyk win.
Yeah, why? Why do you think that?
Well, you have two men that are rightfully contesting for an heavyweight championship of the world, but one's in decline and one's never been mentally scarred. You know, you've got one that's fought at the highest, both are living champions, but one's failed. One's been knocked out many times in sparring and in the ring, as where the other one's undefeated. So, technically, Usyk's the better fighter. Joshua's going to have to bring aggression to the fight, but the other guy's so smart and slick. He's expecting aggression. He knows that every man and his dog knows that Joshua can't outbox Usyk. So this really, really intelligent, super intelligent human being and extremely intelligent boxer in that of Alexander Usyk is expecting an aggressive anti-Joshua, and he will probably get that for a couple of rounds until he sticks lefts and rights in his face, and then when he feels the pain, you'll see a negative anti-Joshua go back. He's mentally scarred and scared, and he comes back to his corner, 32-year-old man, former champion of the world, asking his corner what he should do next. I mean, you never saw great fighters doing that. They would just sit back and absorb information from the corner, but they would never ask. He's just screwed mentally, I think, and he's not the fighter he was.
Okay, and a lot of people from Britain, obviously being British, you want to see the belts on home soil, but a lot of British people are giving him more of a chance this time than last time. Is that false hope? Well, not saying more chance this time, but they do believe that he's the favourite for this fight. And what's your opinion on that? And why do you think that you're doubting Joshua so much? And why do you think it'll be a convincing win for Usyk then?
Well, as I said, I'll reiterate, he's scarred. He's been knocked out many times in sparring. He's been knocked out in the ring. Sank seems still to this very day, the return fight with Andy Ruiz, who genetically is a fat heavyweight. Not to say he's not brilliant and fit, but he's genetically that. But the Sank very fishy when he fought a very, very quiet fight and coming in a stone and a half over what is already fat, heavy body masses. Sank seemed a bit missing there. I don't know. I really don't know the policy. The Sank seemed missing. We won't see that with Alexander Usyk. This is a proud, proud man in a proud, proud nation who's got more money than he can burn. So there's nothing swaying here for Joshua, you know. I don't know what happened with Ruiz. Was he promised the world and he didn't get it in fight two? But it seemed in places a bit more like an exhibition fight than a real Warriors Championship of the world. They won't be getting any sympathy vote. They won't get any sway. Won't get anything with Usyk. The world as a nation, they're behind the Ukraine or what's going on. He's a very proud man. He's a multi-millionaire. He's 35-year-old. This really is a peak Alexander Usyk and a scarred Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry, Great Britain. I so happen to be English British myself and very patriotic and proud at that. But I just don't think our boy's going to do it. I just don't think Anthony Joshua's going to do it. I think he's scarred. I think he will come at him, get caught, go backwards, and I think he'll pick and seize his moment and this time knock him out. I do have this, I don't know what you take, but Alexander Usyk, I can just see, like many great fighters like Floyd Mayweather, it comes to mind, they have this other gear that we can't see. And I think he had another gear against Derek Chisora, Usyk, and I thought he had another gear last time out against Joshua, and I thought he beat him convincingly last time out with another gear. I can't see Joshua getting better, and I think Usyk's right at the top of his game.
Okay, that's fair enough. But obviously, being a bigger man, he would have a puncher's chance. I know you're seeing it one way, pretty clearly. But for all the people out there supporting Joshua, it's heavyweight boxing, and he still have the puncher's chance. But my feeling, it would be early if it would to happen. But do you have any intake on that? on his puncher's
heavyweight
chance?
boxing have always got a puncher's chance. We've seen punchers with granite chins, brilliant chins, almost, you know, unstoppable chins, get knocked out eventually in heavyweight boxing. So it can happen. But I'm giving him a 1 in 40 chance, seriously. I'm going to put my money on, when I finish this interview with yourself, yeah, I'm going to put my money on Usyk to win the fight. I'm going to probably do some rounds 7, 8, 9, but I'm going to put my money on Usyk, my lumpy bet at 2's on. So, example, you've got to put 200 to win 100, but that's what I'm going, because I see it more of a 1 to 40. I see him as a puncher's chance. I wouldn't be surprised Joshua, still a young, fast man, I wouldn't be surprised he don't get a punch in on Usyk, but Usyk's reflexes, he rides punches at the very last minute, and he'd also great ability to take a shot and tie up, even if he needs to take a knee. Can't see him getting rid of Usyk completely. A 1 in 40 chance. Still heavyweight boxing. We love to see what's happening. We love to see what the supposedly new Joshua's bringing to the camp. But the new Joshua, I think, is the old Joshua. I think he's scarred, mate.